Okay, guys. Since I've been injecting I've been injecting trees for 2 years now. Got one customer that wanted sweet gums injected to stop gumballs. Here's the neighbor's tree, uninjected. Here's their tree, injected. They're convinced they got about 50% reduction. We're timing it out a little different this year. You're supposed to get it right before the bud opens, okay? So we're pretty close. I don't know if you can get a shake on that from here, but there's one of the buds. All right, so here's what we need, all right? 11/64 inch drill bit. So here's that. Need a whacking hammer, some kind of hit and stick, if you will. Got that. Plastic dead blow. All right, here's what we're injecting. It's called snipper. Here's what it looks like, all right? And then here's the cap that goes on the back. That's what you put on there to hit it. And then there's tips that come with it that go in the tree. So what you're supposed to do is drill your hole 45-degree angle down about 1 inch into the tree itself, past the bark. Stick them bad boys in there, smack it on the back and let it roll. I'll record a couple while I'm doing them. Let's see what it does here. I think I'm noticing a pretty significant change. So it's 1 capsule for every 4 inches circumference. Let's see what we got. No, that's the wrong side. That's the diameter side. Let's use this side, inches. All right. There you go. So 80 inches. So I should get 20 capsules. So there we go. So the idea, they say, is in the root flares themselves. With 20 of them, you can't only do root flares. So let's see, does the camera in a good spot? Yep, let's see. All right, so this is totally different than the other injections that I do. This is like a self-contained unit. Well, she's pretty green. Let's go ahead and put one in. I won't record everything and make you guys watch it all. Alright, so look. So here's your tips. Again, we're running the snipper. There's your chemical in there. It's not a whole lot. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. It's been a while. It only fits in one side. So basically when you smack this, it'll puncture it itself. So that side should go in there. You don't want to seed it too deep. Then you got this guy here that fits right in your hole. All right, so I'll do one real quick for you. Is that on camera good? Yep. Okay, let's get our little hidden cap. Let's see. So all this comes is one. They come in boxes of 25. So remember, it's 1 unit, 1 capsule, whatever you want to call these, for every 4 inches circumference. Okay. Now you gotta get that. So I don't know if you can see it, but it's gonna take it in slowly because it's a little chilly, but there she goes. All right, so I'll stop it. You don't have to watch all this. It takes a while. All right, guys. Okay, so I'm about 10 minutes into it. That one is already gone, if you can see that. All right, this is the ones I just did. They're pretty well gone too. So it takes it up pretty quickly. I'll record another one so we can see this together. All right, so basically a root flare, okay? These are root flares. This part that comes up out feeds the entire tree, essentially. You're not always gonna be that lucky that you can get a root flare. This has gotta have 20 injection capsules on it. So, you know, you can't shove 20 of them just in these 4 or 5 root flares that are on this tree. I'll walk you around it real quick. So, you know, so you gotta try to load up the flares, but then I'll space them in between. right, so let's go over one more. So we're injecting the Sweetgum Tree. It's a deflowering agent, so what it's supposed to do is kill off the flowers before they produce the gumball, basically. All right, so let's see, do I have you in a good spot? Yep. All right, so I try to find a flat spot because you got to seat it against it. You got to get through the bark and into the tree itself, 1 inch. All right, so there we're hitting the tree. It's about perfect because it really only goes that deep. But I mean, if you don't inch over, not a huge deal. All right, so here's the unit. Comes with this. Comes with this little tip, okay? One side's fatter than the other. 11/64 inch bit. So once this goes in there, all right, it's gonna, once you tap it with the cap, it's gonna puncture through that and it's gonna release the chemical that's in here. Then you push this to pressurize the unit. All right, so here's the hole we just did. Let's hit them in there. Again, this whole setup comes, I get ours from Tree Stuff. They're good to us. Good prices, fair prices, and knowledgeable. So tap it in with this till it seats itself. All right, so those prongs just went through. You can see the bubbles, right? And ruptured that seal. Now, we're gonna pressurize it. So just 2 thumbs, pressurized, rock and roll, all right? So there's like 15 of them. I got 5 more to go on this tree. We're doing 3 of them today. Okay, finishing it off. Sweetgum injection. This is it. Tree Tech micro injection systems. It's called Snipper. All right, so we got some leftovers because they were out of 25 packs, so we had to order 100. So here's what you're looking for. Once you push that plunger, it gets compressed. Make sure they're not compressed. Let's see if this is loaded. The snipper comes with its own trash bag. Here's my armpit. Now they actually ask that you send these back, which is what we do. Let's see, no more compressed air. And check the holes. See if you've got any bleed out. Usually you can tell right away. If that happens, I usually just re-add a tube. So that's it, man. They supply you with the trash bags. Everything's in the box you need other than the tools. So you have a rubber mallet, 11/64 drill bit, and 45-degree angle drill it down and rock and roll, man. So again, they said they had 45% or 50% reduction in gumballs. So there's the neighbor's tree. You can see it full loaded. Here's theirs from last year. So I'd say that's at least 50%. All right, guys, peace out. Have fun this spring. It's here.